So we have the Phoenix Pro this weekend. I knew somebody was going to be in this lineup just because of Chicago. But I want to go over the entire list and then I'll tell you guys my predictions and everything. You know how it goes, guys. Come on. So we have Mahmoud Alan, we have Ami Ali, we have Dre Booker, Rodrigo Chesnier, we have Ryan Clark, Andrew J. David, Shun Kaniko, Nick Koeu, Jal Lopez, who is Filipino, so I'm not saying that first name right at all. I know that. Brian Motley, Michael D. M. Perry, Hygor Ponchet, Aaron A. Riviera, David Robertson, Tyler Sanchez, Cordell Waddy, Austin Whitty, and McKenneth Woodbury. Smaller list. I think we have probably around 15 guys or 16 guys-ish. So they're only going to bring out a few guys, right? They're not going to bring out a bunch of guys. I think they'll bring out probably 5 and have one dead middle. They might bring out 6, who knows? Depends on how everyone brings their package and whatnot, right? So off this list, the names I just see, did my research and, looked at everyone's physiques, but the names that pop out to me, obviously Nick Koeu, Ryan Clark, Rodrigo Chesnier, and then Shun Kaneko. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but he won the Tokyo Pro last year, made the Olympia. So he's an Olympian. Those 4 scream out to me. And then Tyler Sanchez is Mr. USA's last year. So it's been about a year since we've even seen him on the stage. And I respect that when people from, they win their pro card, they don't go straight into a pro show because it is just a different caliber, different level, right? So take the time to grow, understand the feedback that the judges gave you, and then you go from there, right? And then Michael M. Perry, I think his physique is great as well. He's done very well in shows as well. So with those 6, let's see how this goes and how this cracks out. So my dark horse is actually going to be Shun Kaneko, just because it's going to be a tough show here. He is a former Olympian, won the Tokyo Pro, but it's a tough show over here in the Phoenix Pro, and I don't know if he can bring the back. He has the width, but he's got to bring in that density and that conditioning. He has an amazing front with full chest, great delts, obviously great abs, looks great from the front. It's just that back, he's got to bring out that density. He's got the width, he's just got to bring out the density on show day. So we'll see how that goes for him, but that's my dark horse for this show. In 5th for this show, I'm actually gonna have Michael M. Perry. He's got a crazy physique when I was looking him up, right? So this is from a few days ago. This is his back. Obviously you can see the lines, they're crazy. And then here's his front. I just don't think he has the front to compete with the other guys. His shoulders and just look a little bit smaller, and it's not, and this isn't obviously his front pose, or it might be, but his waist looks a little big here, and this is a couple days ago, so we'll see how he does. But I think I have him in 5th, right? In 4th, I'm gonna have Tyler, and that's Mr. USA of last year, which would be great because it's a first call out for him in his first show, right? So this is him from last year, Mr. USA's, right? Just looking at it, super aesthetic physique from the front. And then this is his back pose from last year. So obviously you see he's got the width in his back. He's just got to bring out more in those lower lats, right? That's all it is. I mean, he's got the density in the center, and he's just got to bring more in those lower lats, and he's got to bring his delts up a little. And this is him a couple days ago, right? Tyler Sanchez looks like he brought the delts up. I don't know how fast he dries out, but his midsection doesn't look as peeled, but you can tell his arms are going crazy. Look at all the veins. It's like looking at a map. So we'll see what he brings in and if the judges like it, right? Because some guys have been coming in soft at these shows, and unfortunately, since nobody's coming in super conditioned, getting rewarded, right? So in 3rd at this show, I actually am going to have Rodrigo Chesnier. We haven't seen him since Body B1, right? So this is him at the Body B1, which I was surprised he came in second at, just because like that midsection just it doesn't, it looks a little washed out. Obviously he's got the delts, he's got the full chest, it's crazy, and he's got a solid back, right? These pictures aren't the best, but he's got a solid back, right? You can see the striations even in the pictures, so you know he was conditioned. I just think he's got to bring up that midsection, and it's going to be hard to compete as a taller guy at this show when I think that a lot of shorter guys are going to do well, like Ryan and Nick, right? So I have them above Rod, and when you'll get compared to the winners, and it's going to be hard for Rod, right? So second place, we have Ryan Clark. This is him a few days ago, looks fantastic. You know, he came in second at the Atlanta Pro, fourth at the Atlanta Pro, brought out an absolutely lights out package. I say second because he probably could have gone second, but he messed up his back pose and was pinching. This show, long as he doesn't do that, I think he'll be doing great. And I think it's going to be a battle between Ryan and Nick. Unfortunately, I do think Nick is going to take this show, just because Nick's going to be coming with a vengeance, you know, coming off second at Chicago Pro. He moved, I don't know if you guys saw his story, but he moved from 8th to 2nd, right? He's going to have that in his head. He's going to come out peeled. Look at him. This is a few days out. Looks amazing, right? You can see the abs, they're visible. He looks amazing. I don't know if you guys have met this guy in person. He looks like an action figure. Arms full, delts full, chest full. And then obviously, you know where he shines out, guys. Like, look at the back. Once he brings the fullness into the back, it's going to be game over. And I think him and Cuts have figured that out and what to do at this show. So I think this is Nick's show to lose. And we'll be seeing Nick Koeu at the Olympia. I'm going to make these kind of quick because we have another Tampa Pro list and it's huge. So let's go to the Tampa Pro, right? So Tampa Pro, I'm going to go over this lineup real fast because there's so many guys here. I think this is the biggest lineup. So we have Andre Benson, Tristan Van de Bill, I can't pronounce that, Denzel Bridges, Stephen Koeu, Kana Chin, Brad Estat, Arnoldson Etienne, Diego Garcia, Jason Hazard, Jabriel Hindi, James Johnson, Barack King, former Olympian, Jeremiah Maxey, Horsey Murphy, I'm just gonna say Jay, Ron Riley, Alexander Rodriguez, Ariel Safai, Avery Saunders, John Stanley Sarmiento, Danny Singh, Jonathan Smith, Alvinson, Solana, Daniel Sosa, Leon Lloyd Spence, Mitch Starr, Irving Steele, Alexander Toplyn, Sergey Victor, Nathaniel Voltaire, William Wade, Deke Walker, and Kamani is on this list as well. I totally forgot Deke was doing this show. Okay, so I don't have like Deke. I totally forgot Deke was doing the show, but I see Deke as a dark horse at this show. You know, he's been bouncing around between first callouts and second callouts, but I think he'll bring it to Miami. So I have him as a dark horse. I'll throw up a picture of Deke. Deke looks great, but yeah. So who else did I have in this show? I have, let's see how many guys I have. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, and then Deke. Yeah, okay. Deke will make that first call. He'll round out 8, right? Okay, so Deke will round out 8. We'll have Deke rounding out 8, right? So we have Deke. I have Stephen Koeu. I have Kamani Victor. I have Jonathan Sarmiento, Jeremiah Maxey, Toplyn, Alvinson, Solano, and Arya Safai. So this show is going to be a little bit crazy, right? Mainly because Toplyn won this show last year out of nowhere, and he's coming off an 8th at Chicago Pro, and you know, it's been what, a week, so people don't really think, oh, he can bring in like a super solid package. He's also getting in front of Big Steve again, which is awesome and respectable to him, right? So I'm gonna go over the order of how I have these first callouts going, and this is based off of just what I've seen and what I see going down at this show, based off of everyone's conditioning, right? So 8th, I'm gonna have Deke, right? I'm gonna have Deke in 8th. I just think he's not going to be able to compete with the other guys' backs. I think this show is going to be very big at the back, so we'll see. In 6th, I honestly think I'm going to have... It's hard because there's so many Olympians, right? I think I'm going to have Arya Safai in 7th, which is crazy. But I think that Arya... I don't know him as in person or anything, but I think he just needs a bigger back. Not bigger back, sorry. He's too big for the division. That's what I meant to say. My bad. He just looks a little bit too big for the division. I don't know how tall he is. And his posing is not the best. So this is a shot from the... Oh, right. He hits a back double by. That's never going to be rewarded in men's physique. So... we haven't seen anything, and if he hits that, you know, they're just gonna dock him. It hurts him more than it helps him. If he just did this, you know, here's his back post, solid back post. Looks like he's holding on to a little bit of water, just a little bit though. And then here's his front shot, right? Arya looks great. Multiple time Olympian. But I just think that based off of what we've seen, his posing is gonna hurt him, right? Big Steve will notice stuff like that. Trust me. So have him in 7th. In 6th, I'm gonna have John, right? We have John Sarmiento. He came, I don't remember what he came in at the DC Pro. I think it was 4th. But here's John at the DC Pro. Great arms, fantastic midsection, great shoulders. Chest is good, just needs to bring it up just a little bit. And then his back, he just got to get the width on his back. I think he needs to, I don't know if it's posing, but I think he just needs to open up his back just a little bit more or bring out his lats. But I do see him coming in 5th at this show. 4th, I'm telling you guys, this is somebody, you know, I've only seen him through Instagram and he's reached out to me, and I'm not putting bias, but I'm telling you guys, he looks crazy, right? Obviously his pro debut, this is Alvinson Solana. He looks crazy from the front. Look at the conditioning. The only thing I can see from this photo is maybe his chest has come up a little bit, but his back is solid. Look at the density. Look at the delts, the rear delts from the back, and he's got the width. He's just got to bring out this right arm. You just got to bring it out like that, right? Just come forward with it, and his back looks super solid, right? So I have him in 4th, and then 3rd, I'm gonna have Jeremiah Maxey. Wait, did I even say Steven? What number are we on? So we had, I think Alvinson will be 5th, right? Because we had Safai, 6th. Yeah, Alvinson will be 5th, my bad. So then 4th, I think I have Steven. No, I can't have Steven. I think Steven will bring a better package to his show. Jeremiah Maxey, I'll have him 4th. We haven't seen him this year, and he came in 2nd at the Miami Pro last year, beating, like, you know, Vitor Chavez. So he has a great rep, but his midsection, I think, just is not there. I don't know if it's what it is. Obviously, he's conditioned. He's peeled. I mean, look at this front pose, right? He makes his waist look almost non-existent. Fantastic pose on him. And he has a great back, honestly, too. So we'll see how he does. I think he'll be 4th at this show. Big Steve always likes to compare people to their previous package. So Stephen Koeu, I'm going to have in 3rd. This is Stephen from the Republic of Texas. I think this was his better look. No, this is when he came in soft, right? So here's him. Obviously super conditioned from the front. You can see all the veins on his front, right? Fantastic. I don't think he should hit this pose because when you're showing both your obliques, you can see in this picture, you want to hide your waist, right? You want to make a tiny waist, give the illusion that your waist is small. It's about building that X frame, shoulders to waist ratio, right? So you got to give the illusion. And then these are 2 comparisons I want to show you guys. So this is the Texas, right? This is his back pose from Texas. Obviously his lower lats don't have the detail. He's wide. You can see the density in the back. The pose is a little off, but this is his pose from the DC Pro, and he looks so much better. This is why the expectations for him are high. And Big Steve will compare you to your last, right? So this is money. Like, his lats have the great detail in them, and if I'm just gonna put them side by side so you guys can see what I'm talking about, like, you can see the difference, right? So I have Steven coming in third. And this is going to be crazy, because in second, I think you guys aren't ready for this, but it's Kamani. I think Kamani's going to be battling with Toplyn. He just came off third at the Chicago Pro, right? For those that don't know, Kamani, he took 2 years off. I'm telling you, and he was a former Olympian, so don't count Kamani out. The thing is, in person, Kamani's crazy. You could just tell. What really hurt him is his breathing. He was really having problems trying to make sure he maintained his breathing and everything. He was huffing and puffing on stage a little bit, and he does too many front shots, and I think that's because he's cramping up, and that's what you do not want to do, is give the judges a bunch of front shots to critique you, right? So here's one. Front pose looks solid, waist looks small. He's hiding the other oblique, conditioning great, looks fantastic. This hits this, don't think you should hit this. This isn't a pose for him. Like I said, it shows both your waist. You're a wide guy, but this just isn't something you should hit. And then he hits this. Also, great pose with the waist. But pick one or two, man. You're posing too many. You're giving the judges more to look at and pick at. And obviously, here's the back. Kamani has a crazy back. If he just reaches out, he just has to open up that right one, right? Obviously. Open up the right, and his back is crazy. So I think he'll come second at this show. I think he'll fix some of his posing up, because he commented that he'd fix some of his posing up. But at the end of the day, I have Toplyn winning this. This is his show to lose. This is him last year. Obviously, he's got a Big Steve compares. You know, he just came 8th at the Chicago Pro. Big Steve wants this. You bring this Toplyn or better, you're first. And I know this is probably your best package, best conditioning to date, is this look right here. So we'll see if you can bring it. And here's the back. Back looks fantastic. You can tell it's conditioned. See the detail in the lats. But Toplyn, this is yours to lose. This is a picture, you know, you when you got that trident and you winning. So it's yours to lose. You won it last year. You made a bunch of noise winning this. And then even at the you made a bunch of noise. So I know you have it in you. I know you're a competitor as well. So I think this you'll dial in this show, and you'll take the dub here. So to round up, I have Toplyn winning the Tampa. I have Nick winning Phoenix. My top 5 for Phoenix is, you know, in order: Nick, Ryan, Rodriguez, Tyler, Michael, M. Perry, and then Shun Kaneko. Have that is my top 6. And then at Tampa, we have Toplyn, we have Kamani, we have Steven, we have Jeremiah Maxey, Alvin San Solano, and John Sarmiento is my top 6 right there. And lastly, let's get this segment real quick. This is Charles Tway. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your last name. Well, this is Charles, right? He just won the USA's, and let's give credit to him. This is his front shot. He looks great. You can see he's like pushing in his waist, unlike the other guys that I showed you guys with in the front shot, right? It exposes their waist. He's tucking in his waist, right? So he's putting his thumbs, if you look, he's high in his like waist, which is fantastic. This shot looks great on him. And for the pros, you're gonna have to bring up those delts. The front looks great though, but you're gonna have to bring up those delts to compare. Your arms are just a little bit bigger than your shoulders, and they're supposed to be the opposite. Obviously, it's harder. He's also a natural athlete. According to his Instagram, I'm gonna take that as factual because there's no reason to doubt somebody. And the shoulders will grow hypothetically if he were to hop on the diet water. And then this is his back shot. Fantastic back. I mean, you look at the density of the traps. I mean, the lat detail is crazy. So, a lot of potential from him. He's also got to pull that right arm forward just to open up the back just a little bit. But wanted to give him his credit where it's due. Congratulations, Charles, for you winning, you know, Mr. USA's, and I can't wait to see what you do on the pro stage. If you decide to compete, some people get the pro card. That's all I want to do. If that's what you do, more power to you. But this is him. Congratulations on winning the Mr. USA's. I'm going to cover all the overall winners, like I said before, guys. So North Americans in 4 weeks, going to cover the overall winner. But congratulations to you, and can't wait to see what you do. That's all we got for this week, guys, is the Tampa Pro and the Phoenix Pro. Super heavy lineups, super heavy hitters, and I cannot wait. I was supposed to make this video on Thursday, and I think about it. Alright, well, now I got to think about something for Thursday. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys. Take care.